Welcome to Fandom Night. Today is Saturday, so it is time for our Saturday cast, weekend cast, thingy dealy bobber. Let's talk subjects. And today, our subject is something that Shane wants to bitch about. He wants to do some bitching, and I'm not opposed to bitching. Every now and then I do a little bit of bitching on the show.
Every now and then?
Every now and then, as opposed to you never bitch on the show.
Oh, no, I did.
So today, let me begin your bitch raid. Our topic, gentlemen. The state of gaming, microtransactions, go.
Woo! Microtransactions. Pay to win.
I hate you.
So, we going around the room, or are we just gonna...
Go.
Go.
It's topic time. Run it.
I'm sorry, the janitor. God damn it, Seth.
Scott
It
Action
is my new
Jackson.
title.
Shane McCree Proto Guy.
And Nick the Lone Paladin, and that guy's still Bill.
I am.
Still Bill.
Still Bill.
Still Bill. He will forever be Bill. What you look for?
Oh,
So, what we are speaking of in general is that
A new guy.
the state of gaming is, of course, changing. It changes every year, everything does. But the state of gaming has reached this weird impasse now where,
Microtransactions.
well, okay, microtransactions is a big part of it, but if they're relying on it, that's scary. They're relying on it.
Everything's relying on it.
Yeah.
Every game seems to need it now. Some games are extreme about it. And microtransactions come in many different forms, too. It's not always a pay-to-win. Sometimes it's pay for shit. And sometimes it's a lot of shit. Case in point, I played DOA last night.
Oh, yeah. We were there with you.
Do you know what a season pass on DOA runs?
$50. It's just standard $50 usually for a season pass. No. Was it $100?
It's $100 for one season pass
They
on
better be
DOA.
giving me a lot of
There
shit.
are 3 season passes.
They better be giving me
Yeah, that
a lot
That
of
$100 one
for
better have
$100.
a chick coming over to my house cosplayed as Kasumi to, give me a BJ.
Every month.
Seth, it's you. You're gonna at least have to pay $300.
Every month.
Yeah, I know. Fat chicks gotta pay more, I know.
Every month. Every month they release new costumes. And if you want those costumes, of course you have to pay. And it's every month. Plus special holiday costumes. Like they just released 2 Halloween packs. Now I will admit that
they didn't release Christmas packs yet?
some of the costumes did look pretty cool.
Walmart.
And I don't mean that they looked all sexy and shit. I mean some of them actually did look pretty cool. But unless I bought the $100 season pass, it's like $5 a costume per character per costume.
Yep.
Right now.
So you get 20 costumes.
Right now, DOA 5.
That's not worth it.
DOA 5 is sitting on like, I want to say there's somewhere around like 140 costumes.
At $5 a pop.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that noise.
Now that's just DOA. We're not even getting into things like the fact that Resident Evil Revelations 2, if you died too many times in the action in the
Raid
game
mode?
in the whatever you call it, raid.
Raid mode.
You just said raid. If you die too many times in raid mode,
You can't play until
you
you
have to
recharge stuff.
buy a continue. Physical money, buy a continue.
Or you just restart the entire mission.
And I heard that there were some microtransactions taking place in Metal Gear also.
Yeah, the mother base coins.
So you buy
But you don't have to have those.
You never have to have any
That's
microtransactions.
just help speed stuff up.
Yeah,
as far as I've been
essentially what that comes down to is that's about like, I have that Marvel Puzzle Quest game for my phone. I play it all the friggin' time because, of course, you get a daily bonus for logging in. Now, I
That's how a lot of those
don't
games
have
work.
to buy their little Bitcoin crap that they can give you, so when you can buy new characters and stuff, and up your power or
'Cause you can just
buy
do that
the
through
gems.
playing.
Yeah, you can literally, through playing, you can do it.
It's just
Now,
gonna
every
speed
now
up the
and
process.
again, yeah, I was about to say, now every now and again, I'll buy up their coins and, build up powers and stuff and come across the chance of the possibility of getting somebody new actually worth a damn, but literally they have it set up where 5-star characters, meaning they are bad as shit, you literally have to spend over $100 to get one bad as shit character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck
That's the
on
way it
that.
goes.
I'd rather just play the game and
it's
hope
kind of
I
like
get
the Star
something
Trek
good.
Trexels game.
Mhm.
It just had an update, which I was surprised about.
Right.
Because I haven't booted it up in months. Because I got burnt out on it. Because I sat there and kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And I was like, yeah,
It's
I
because
can't
you
do
have to
this.
live those games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that one, they just added in the Voyager stuff. So not only can you now spend your dilithium on, Enterprise D and pick up your next generation officers, now you can get the Voyager and your Voyager characters, which also cost dilithium.
Well, yeah.
Also,
Yep.
certain rooms, you have to have dilithium.
Here's the real thing.
Mhm.
The industry, of course, needs to make money. Okay, whatever. It's a fucking business. Let's not tiptoe around the actual issue, because no matter how much we love it as a hobby, and no matter how nostalgic we are invested into it, this is a business. It's going to change. It's going to alter. It's going to move forward, and the industry is going to require money to keep itself afoot.
Yeah.
And games are no longer made by 14 people in a small studio.
No, they're made
Nope.
by like 100+ people
Yep.
in a big studio.
So they
Some
do.
of those games are worse than the ones that were made by the people in the 14 in the tiny studio.
They do
Yeah.
require money, but is this completely negative that the industry has decided to focus on obtaining that extra money through the microtransactions?
Yes and no.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Scotty, yes and no, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of the shit that they're, here, go ahead and give us extra money for stuff, like the costumes, you don't have to have them.
You don't
You
ever
can
have to have
completely-
any
yeah,
of it.
But
Yeah,
$5 per costume is absolutely
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's asinine.
I
yes.
can understand $8.
Yeah,
I can almost understand $2.
yeah.
I had
But $5 a hit.
Here's where
No.
part of the concern is really coming up, though. Is the industry negating specific content so that you have to use it? Now, here's why. DOA 1 had 47 costumes. Actually, it was more than that. I believe it was like 67 costumes for just Kasumi by herself.
Yep.
One fucking character. DOA 5 has 7. 7 costumes. You buy
In the standard
the
game.
rest.
Yeah.
Now, this is not the only game that feels like they're purposely holding back content to fuck you into the microtransactions of the business.
Oh, it's kind of like Destiny.
Yeah,
The,
that's what
the
I was
three,
gonna
the
bring
three
up.
expansions that are out right now.
The
were on
article
the
that I
disc.
read is what
When
got
you
me
bought
on
the
this subject.
expansion, you activated a
Yep.
line of code that unlocked the content.
Yeah, it's an unlock code.
Recently, there's
Which
the
was already on the
emotes
disc.
that you
Yes,
have to-
yes.
They did that with a racing game years back,
Yeah.
too, and they got
Yeah.
caught for it. What
Yeah,
was that?
I don't remember. I think it was one of the Forzas, wasn't it?
It was like, there were
Wouldn't
like
surprise
5
me.
cars that were on the disc that you had to pay like $10 to get each car, and it was nothing but purchasing an unlock code.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
a line
like
of code.
if I
It
gave you your
basically
Super.
changed the false to true.
Let's say I
Yep.
handed you
Is
my
all it
Super
did.
Nintendo game, Gundam Endless Duel. Now, if you
Yeah.
want to use Epion,
You gotta
the
pay
code
$10.
is left 4 times, right 4 times, then alternate, then hit A,
But now,
and it
now it's,
unlocks him.
now
But
it's pay
even
$10.
though he's on the cart, before you can use that code, I need you to give me another $5.
Yep.
Eat my ass.
No, I
I
No,
can live
need
without
it.
using
No,
Epion
I
because I
need
don't
it.
like
I
him.
think a picture that Scott shared on the group page actually summed it up a lot better.
Oh, you mean the
Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo. Here's the entire game. Chrono Trigger for the Xbox. On the disc, part 1. You want chapter 2? Pay me $20. You want chapter 3? Pay me $20. You want chapter 4? Pay me $20.
There's another one I brought
Well,
up.
Resident Evil actually played a little game like that
Yeah,
too.
but they were only
released
like $5 a pop.
it, but it, and then it was episodic. But
Yeah.
Why didn't they just simply, from the very beginning, release the game?
Because they were still developing parts of it.
Every other game came out all at once. Resident
Yeah.
Evil
And release it-
Revelations was episodic, and it still came out as one
And
game.
releasing,
They were
rele-
following suit with Telltale, is what they were doing.
Well, listen,
Yeah,
and
Telltale's
releasing
got
games
into
Telltale
that
has
fucking
ruined
too
a lot of
soon
stuff.
is also aggravating.
What is?
Also,
Releasing
Telltale,
games too soon. Fucking finish 'em.
We're not there.
Yeah, we're
but
no.
no, Telltale Games
Microtransactions.
had
Yeah,
They
Telltale
ruined
came
a lot
out
of
with
stuff.
what was it? The first one they came out with was that
Back to the
Walking
Future.
Dead game.
No, Back to the Future.
No, was it the Back to the Future?
Back to the Future.
Okay, yeah. so
Trust
they-
me, I had that one
Yeah.
on my computer. I bought that one.
Yeah, they did the Back to the Future first, then they did the
And I bought
Walking Dead.
Season
Then
1.
they started doing that Wolf Among Us
Yeah,
thing.
I bought that one too, and that's the last one I will ever buy.
Dang.
Isn't the recent one the Tales from the Borderlands?
Yes,
No, the most
Tales-
recent one is now Minecraft Story Mode,
Yeah, there's that.
which
yeah.
I would love to play, but I will not buy it.
They
I
also
will
have a
check
Game
that
of Thrones
out for
one,
work.
which we should have announced at the beginning, because that's awesome.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is fucking amazing.
But essentially, yeah, that's what they're doing. Is they're doing it as episodics, where literally it's you hand me $20, here's chapter 1 of your game. As soon as we're done and we have everything on chapter 2 polished, you can buy chapter 2.
No,
and
if you
everything
hand
did
them
in
$20,
part one
you
will
own the
work.
entire game.
Yeah, because it's only
You just
$5.
download it as it
Oh,
comes
is
out.
it 5?
Well, depending
Okay.
on how many episodes.
And most of the time, episode 1's free.
Yeah, true.
Depending,
So you spend
later
20
on.
to 25
I don't
bucks
like
to
that.
have
I'm sorry,
all
I don't
five
like
or all 5 episodes.
Now,
King's Quest is doing that right now too, but that's worth it for King's Quest.
Yeah.
just to put this out here for anybody that is listening, my definition of microtransaction, it probably differs from person to person, is any content offered by a game for like $5 or less continually over and over and over and over to get that money. Like buy this gear in Tales. You could
Get
purchase
30 levels
Yeah,
automatically
Oh, wait,
in
I got it.
turtles.
Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat X, the easy fatalities.
easy fatalities.
Or,
You have to
or
buy
like I said,
them once you spend them up.
or what actually irritated me is spend your actual real money to get silver coins so you can dance.
Oh yes, that.
Oh yeah,
That's the
that's
Destiny.
Destiny.
Oh,
They
yeah,
released the
yeah.
Carlton dance.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
and they want you to buy the Carlton
Honestly,
dance.
I'm gonna
Although
say
those
one
who
thing.
have
I
had
got
the
the
game
beta for
got
Destiny,
free coins.
and I never
400.
went back to it.
Yeah.
But the Carlton dance 500.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
seen
Yeah.
I
Gotta
seen
buy-
the gameplay for the Taken King. That looks fun, but guess what? I have to go through Destiny to get to it. It's not worth my time
Dang.
Actually, it's much worse
because the
for people
game
who
does
had
not
the
become a
previous
game
expansions.
until the
They had
Taken
to buy
King.
either the whole Legendary Edition or at least go digitally and pay $40 instead of $60.
Oh, that's right
Yeah.
there.
And that's
Bungie.
Activision. That's Activision's call.
Activision?
Yep.
Good. I was actually going to target Bungie there for a second.
Why not?
I
Go
like
for it.
I like Bungie, but because if it was their call on that shit, that is fucking retarded. But Activision's a
It
cheat.
technically was. They put all the content on the disc.
So now we've run a
Yeah.
tirade. Here's my question. Positives and negatives of this whole continuous microtransactions for the industry in our games.
Positive aspect, they're going to continue working on certain games and adding new content.
Is it really acceptable as new content if all you're getting is mother-based coins and...
Those, no.
Dances.
But I mean, like, in
Dances.
certain instances, they do actually add in new stuff.
I mean, I could just play Second Life and get dances from random fucking programmers. That's free as shit.
Yeah.
Or modders that are online that are doing it for free, but
Oh, you can't do that with consoles yet.
not
Soon.
yet. But
Soon,
you
they
can
will be
say
adding
very
that, which would
soon.
be nice. Which will throw a lot of the industry into whack.
You mean Fallout?
Huh?
Fallout, when it comes out, there's gonna be mods that you can add to it.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff.
going to allow... I think
Yeah.
that's one of the first games that are going
Yep.
to allow mods on
It's-
consoles.
Well, it's mainly because of how many mods are out there for Fallout 3 in New Vegas.
Yep.
And
And
Skyrim.
there are some fantastic
Yeah, and
mods out
Skyrim.
there.
A lot of the Skyrim stuff is awesome.
Especially when, you run around it with a Buster Sword and leap from the heavens and cleave things in half. Yeah, it's good
Like
times.
like Macho
So, I mean,
Dragons.
they're constantly
Yep,
working...
Macho Dragons.
They're constantly working on DOA.
Not for $5 a pop.
But they're constantly working on
matter.
it. You just gave it a plus.
That was A plus. Now here's the con to that. When you charge an astronomical stupid amount
Con.
for something that literally maybe took you an hour, no.
I think it took them an hour to come fucking make those.
They've already got everything rendered. All they have to do is throw textures on. That's it.
Yeah.
It's complicated stuff.
No, it's not.
I think.
Especially when you do it for a living, you could probably have it done in 5 minutes. You go,
5 minutes. I would
Slap
be surprised
done.
by that.
now make sure it
Yeah.
works. My job's done.
I would be surprised by 5 minutes in some of those designs.
Maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
I think there's a lot more coding than you realize. There's
No, I know the coding aspect.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
a college class now
I know.
called the Batman Cape.
That one I don't know about.
It is the one guy's job. This is how complicated articles of clothing really are in video games. It was one guy's job for an entire year in Arkham City to code Batman's cape. That's it.
Yep.
And he literally had to work on it every single day, 12 hours a day, for a whole fucking year to get the cape to work right.
I wonder how
Now,
it went with
all the
Arkham
flowing,
Real
all the
world
flowing
physics.
garments, all the flowing garments and crazy shit like that you see in games like DOA, that probably is some decent work on some of those things. Especially if Batman's cape can take a year to code.
Yeah, but is it
Yeah.
$5 worth? No. Because you get.
So
get
what
12
is worth it?
You get 12
What
people
is
to buy
worth
that
it?
one costume.
What
That's
is
a brand
worth
new
it?
game.
What is worth it?
What is worth it?
What is worth
What's
it?
worth $5?
No.
Or
Microtransactions, which ones are worth it?
Yeah.
like
You said they add to the game. Explain.
certain games add in like map packs, which allow you to do a lot of other stuff. Some
map
of them
But
actually,
those are
expansions.
updates. You usually
No.
buy those one time and they're done. Microtransactions are like continual purchases over and over and over again all the time.
Okay,
For
here's
money
here's a better
$5
one.
or down.
You know how as soon as that Pokemon trailer hit, where it was like, use your phone, capture Pokemon in the real world.
Oh,
you,
the Pokemon
you remember
Go
that
stuff?
thing? Yeah, literally,
Pokemon Go.
it shows that there's going to be items and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, spend $2 real, buy a fucking potion.
see, that's not
Spend
worth it.
$3, buy a fucking Pokeball.
Because I can just go find those
Would
things.
you like to know what the negative
Because those will be available for you to
Oh.
find.
continuously, if we keep
Yeah,
doing
but
the
not all the time,
microtransactions into the
unfortunately.
future, the industry's going to tank. The industry's already going downhill. You know,
Well, why do you think they're doing microtransactions so much now?
Yep.
That's literally
to
why.
continue the downward spiral.
No, it's to
No.
make money back.
Well,
You gotta think. You
Finish
go out
your
buy
games and you can
you
make
go out
money.
buy $60 game. You trade it in somewhere, Mega Replay, GameStop, what have you. Bill walks up, buys used game. They don't see money from it.
Yeah, they don't see money from used
I
industry.
know.
Yep.
I know that.
Bill's kind of one of those people like I am. I'll wait until it gets used.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Metal Gear
like-
Solid.
like- yeah, Metal Gear Solid is definitely one of those because we don't give Konami money.
Fuck Konami.
Yep.
Yeah, the second
Actually,
they
actually,
they got
when
shady.
I went to the boat with my parents earlier this week, Konami gave me money because one of the slot machines I was playing on was made by Konami, and I looked at it as like, oh, no wonder why I fucking hate this thing. And then it started handing me money. I was like, ah,
Oh,
it's
refund!
about time,
Thank you.
bitch. I kept telling it, you give me one of the good jackpots, I'll
About
go out and buy
you
Metal
about
Gear
time
right
you owe
now.
me something.
Apparently, it didn't like that because it didn't give me the big jackpot. But I was totally going to go out and buy Metal Gear if it would have, given me a jackpot. I would have done it. It would have bought me a PS4 too to play it on because I kind of can't buy Metal Gear right now.
These things are everywhere, and they're going to get
Yeah.
a lot more potent. This is not the end of it. This
No.
is only the very beginning of it. And
Would you like to continue playing for the next
As
10
of right-
minutes?
as
Please
of right
pay
now-
$5 more.
As of right now,
Yep.
it's fucking optional. You know,
Eventually,
I
it's
can,
not.
in console
That's the
market,
problem.
for right now in the console market, you're right. It's optional. And that's the argument that's keeping it alive and keeping it growing, is that exactly what you've been saying.
Mhm.
Well, you don't need it. You don't need
Right.
that.
You don't need to get it.
Right
But
now,
it
you
helps
don't.
boost stuff, and for
But
people
what
who
happens
aren't
when it
patient,
does
it
become
helps.
Right now, you don't need it.
No.
But if console gaming, because this is a trend, they try something out, they grow it, they get crazy with it, and after a while, it's God of War. Every single game in the
After a
world
while,
has
it's
to
God
have
of
a
War.
friggin'
QuickTime event.
QuickTime event.
Yep.
Well, soon every single one. Don't be surprised if they start releasing games on the console where it's like, hey, God of War Warriors Alive, where it's like hundreds of different gods and Kratoses that you make yourself are out fighting monsters and doing raid missions on crazy fights, but you can download the game for free.
But to make your own guy.
But if you want a mustache or a sword or a loincloth
Right there.
or toenails.
That's actually what's going to be the downfall is when you start making it something that I have to do.
Yeah.
I put a game
You want
in.
legs? That's extra. You want arms? That's extra.
That's extra.
Wait, you want hands and feet for those arms and legs? That's extra.
That's extra.
Wait. Would you like imposable thumbs? That's extra.
That's extra.
You want
that's the
eyeballs?
biggest
That's extra.
negative right there. Is
Oh,
that
It
what's
really
that? You
could
wanna
go
be able
this
to
way.
climb
It really
up this
could.
wall?
like
That's
right
extra.
now? But right now it's optional.
Not
so
everything would, but let's be
Yeah.
honest. The cell phone market is at a point now where it can't go back.
Yeah.
The cell phone market is a microtransaction haven.
Yep.
Case in point, I watched you beat a mission on Trexels. I watched you win, and it was like, you fail, haven't given us enough money.
Yep. I burned through a lot of dilithium on that mission. I don't even know if I've beat it yet. That's part of the reason why I stopped.
I
playing
watched him win. He got the enemy down to 1 hit point. All he needed was 1 phaser fire, and the game purposely supplied him with nothing. The whole fight, they're like, here. That guy got to 1 hit point, and they were like, I haven't seen...
Here's some medical.
Yeah.
Heal your guy.
I haven't
Heal
seen...
your. Oh, he's dead too. Better heal that other guy. Oh, he's dead. Oh, you got 1 person left. Oh, wait. Here's 1 block. You still need 2 more.
They're like, I haven't seen $70 yet. Maybe this mission just isn't for you. And every cell phone game is getting there. Like, every single one. Like, it might take a while to reach that point in
See,
some
that
other
mission
games.
I did beat. You know how I did it? I cheated.
I cheated.
I'll admit it. I cheated. I threw all of my members into the holodeck or the training rooms. I quickly went to my home screen. I changed the time setting ahead an hour. Jumped back into the game. Was like, all right, you guys are done. Raise your stats. Go back in there. Forward again an hour. Do.
He timey-wimey'd his own.
Yes, it did.
Star Trek.
he's like, hey.
Doctor Who'd that
He's
bitch.
like, hey, you want my money?
You want my money?
Fuck
How about
you.
these nuts? Timey-wimey,
Look,
bitch.
I'm gonna break your game now.
And you know what the best part is? When I got done with doing all that stuff, I was like, you know what? I think I need to get my phone set back to its normal time. Oh, look, I kept all my progress.
Yep.
And somehow I have 2 extra crew members. That's
Imagine,
weird.
Yeah, and-
imagine,
Yeah, somehow my timey-wimey created 2 additional crew members.
imagine Bravely Default 3.
Oh god.
They ask you to build a town again, right? But this
Bravely
time,
Second isn't even out
but
yet.
this time, it plays more like Clash of Clans, and you need to pay real money to get them buildings and get those extra workers. But even when you're paying real money, you still got to wait the 5 hours for the building to build.
Unless you
and-
want to spend more money.
unless you want to spend more money.
Yeah, no.
And unless you want to go through that, you don't get good items. You're going to have to level grind the shit out of it to the point where it's not even a fun game anymore.
Oh, you want to get that building to get resources? Guess what? You have
You
Five
do
hours.
realize I maxed out everything on that
I
game,
did too,
right?
but I'm telling you,
Twice.
I'm just telling
In a
you, this
row.
is one of those games that lends itself to the formula perfectly.
Yep.
And guess what? I wouldn't play it.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I was about to say that's kind
Once
of
the
bringing
I don't play Clash of
microtransactions
Clans
become
either.
Yeah.
mandatory, that's when the industry has finally failed.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's how
Cell phone industry's booming.
Yeah, but that's because the cell phone industry technically has 3 types of games. The first is you pay for the game itself, and you don't have to worry about
Final Fantasy
it. The second,
4.
yeah, I was about to say, the second is you get the game for free, then there's all the microtransactions. The third is
Hero
you can
Shop.
get the game for 3, but literally the game has so many fucking ads on the screen that you literally get maybe, let's see, on my phone it's about, what'd you say, maybe 6 inches by 4 inches for the screen?
If that, yeah.
Yeah, I literally would get maybe an inch up and about 2 to 3 inches wide to see because there's so many fucking ads
And if
everywhere.
you try to close it, it's like, oh, you should pay us $10 to close these ads.
Yeah.
Remember
You know what I
Resident
did with those
play the
games?
shit
Remember
out of
Resident
Do you
Evil?
know what I do with those games? You
Get
can
rid of them?
delete it.
Yeah.
Remember Resident Evil Outbreak?
Yeah.
Every room you walked into, an ad. Every chest you opened, an ad.
I don't remember it actually popping up with an ad.
Oh yeah, there were ads.
Yeah.
But then again, I didn't play the online function.
Yep. So can you imagine?
I mean, I did every once in a while, but not often. Because it was almost impossible to find a game after a while.
I'll go backwards. Just give up with the fucking.
So you're irritated by the whole concept, and I get that, but as of right now, it's not necessarily as big. People are making a way big deal out of this, to the point where people are talking like the industry has already failed and that microtransactions are tearing apart the industry at its core. And right now, from the way we're talking...
Can't you see you're tearing me apart, transactions?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't
Tommy.
So far,
Oh, sorry.
I don't see...
reference.
I don't see
win.
this as
Air
being
five.
destructive yet.
So wait, does that mean I win this podcast, right?
I think it's shitty.
It's just around the corner. The destruction's around the corner. I
That's what I
promise you
thought.
that. You'll see.
When the
5. I
become-
give 5 years.
when they become mandatory to actually play the game, then
I'll be done
No,
with
do
gaming.
you want to know when
I
it will
won't.
really fail?
What
is
I'm
when
gonna
the
do is I'm gonna do the same
microtransactions
thing I've
gain
been doing on my phone.
microtransactions.
I'm gonna start downloading emulators and ROMs.
So here's the thing.
No, I just told you how you know when it's failed. When the
All right.
microtransactions gain microtransactions, then it's failed.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing, people.
When your costume has to have costume parts added into the costume to make it complete, then you have failed.
For anybody watching this, there's a comment section below. Please let me know what you think of the microtransactions. What's the best and or worst of this event that you have seen in whatever game, so that we might be able to talk about this in more depth. If you are listening to this,
Send us an email.
send us an email.
Yep.
Anybody that is interested can go to fandomnight.com. All the contact information is there. All the videos from all the people that are with us are there. Everybody's personal channel and personal contact and everything and yada yada. Fandomnight.com. You should go there. It's like a nut you can play with outside.